Remix!
For Donald Trump, even though he keep deporting y'all. For Donald Trump, even snatching all y'all kids from y'all. For Donald Trump, he got white people kidnapping y'all.
That was it, Donald Trump.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessing goes out to the fam. Welcome to Chesley Major Media. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the love and support. You are truly appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. A lot of Latinos, Hispanics are saying they did not vote for this. They did not vote for their people to get deported. But I beg to differ. This is exactly what you voted for. You voted for Donald Trump. So there you have it. He said what he said, and he's doing what he said. Now everybody's upset. Even the woman who actually made the song, I Will Vote for Donald Trump. I got some video about her too, but I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get into
Miami,
it.
I don't know how to feel about Cubans being in their find out era. Because they took over Miami, and it was to the point where you couldn't even find a job unless you spoke Spanish. And even if you spoke Spanish and you wasn't Cuban, you wasn't getting a job. And I give them a lot of credit because before their family or friends would leave Cuba, they would already have a job, a car, and a place to stay by the time they reached Miami. And they really set up their people very, very well. Even had a wet foot, dry foot policy. But where they messed up at was thinking that they thought becoming a Republican was going to make them turn. And the whole time they're speaking Spanish. And the majority of them didn't even bother to learn English, but yet they thought they were. And my main question is, what is the difference between Fidel Castro and 45?
So I just saw a video of a Miami Cuban woman, and on the screen, she was like, Miami Cubans have to defend our reputation because we're getting dragged online again. And I told y'all how much I hate Miami. I never told y'all why I hate Miami so much. I hate Miami so much because of Miami Cubans. See, Pisces go from empathetic to demon. Those are our two levels. You can keep us chill and empathetic, or you can make us demons. And I have zero tolerance for racism directed at me. Zero. I'm talking about willful hate. Like, the Miami Cubans' racism is some of the most hate. Like, their racism is even more hateful than the regular whites. If you can believe that. Because I've said this so many times in my content, that when other minority groups are vying for a seat at whiteness or an entrance into white club, the cost to that is you have to prove how fucking racist you can be to black people. This is why the Italians are more racist than, like, any minority group vying for a seat at white club. The entry is, I'm talking about violent anti-blackness, and they do that so well. Like, the Miami Cubans go for gold. They, like, if anti-blackness was a sport, the Cubans will get gold every fucking time. And because of that, they have ruined Miami for me. I don't go. Because no other group, when experiencing racism, pulls me out of my empathy more than the Cubans do. So, in order to stay in the space that my head and my heart like to be in, where I'm open to all people, where I engage with all people, I stay in Broward. And it's almost like the Cubans who make it to Broward, it's almost like they escape a portal. I'm not even being funny. It's like Miami holds a portal where they must engage in anti-blackness and racism. And when they escape Miami and they come up to Broward and Palm Beach, I'm not saying they're not as racist, but it's like you could see the whole letting go of them. And all of a sudden they could see what they couldn't see down in Miami. I can't explain it. And I haven't been to Miami in 20 years, and I don't go because of the Miami Cubans.
Do you remember that Cuban band that sang that song, I Will Vote for Donald Trump? I was wondering what happened to them. And so I did a bit of research, and I came across something I thought all of you would find very Interesting. Indeed. Hold on a minute. Let me get it for you, okay?
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite remand.
Y'all wanna know what the fuck is ironic and what's really actually sick, if you actually analyze it and think about it? That the Cubans that sing, yeah, I will vote, are the same ones that can thank him himself, Donald Trump, for deporting, statistically, in his first term, the most.
Y'all know what I've been saying. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all had me in the comments crying about. Y'all wrote in so many different ways with so many different syllables. I was weak. I will vote because why would I vote for Donald Trump? What? And then if you click on that sound, it's so much foolery under that sound. Please click on the sound. Latinos for Trump singing their national anthem of I will vote for Donald Trump. And get yourself a good chuckle because why would y'all vote for Donald Trump? What?
I will
Remix!
vote for Donald Trump, even though he keep deporting y'all. I will vote for Donald Trump, even snatching all y'all kids from y'all. I will vote for Donald Trump. He got white people kidnapping y'all.
That people are attacking each other, and y'all want to make us really known. This is the problem now. Whenever Mexican and Latino get together, we know how to come together and fight. But what do y'all do? Y'all go against each other.
This is the same person who didn't come together with her own undocumented grandparents and voted to have ICE deport them. And yeah, you had to learn how to protest real quick to try to get yourself out of the mess you created after you not only stabbed the Black community in the back on November 5th, but when you stabbed yourself, your family, and your own community in the back.
We know how to protest the right way.
Here comes the anti-Black, white-pleasing rhetoric.
We don't break into stores. We don't do all this, this demolish stuff. We
Been broken into and looted. Many of those stores on Broadway.
We're in the jewelry district right now. I personally saw at least 4 different jewelry stores that were broken into. We were able to speak with one owner, some other owners telling us that they are frustrated with this.
These are opportunists that decided to come loot the neighborhood. Now the neighborhood's going to suffer, the businesses are going to pay for it, we're going to pay for it, and it's all for nothing.
Police estimate there were over 100 suspects that broke into and looted the auto zone here, smashing the glass and then with their bare hands ripping open the metal fence on the inside.
Nigga, please.
All Latinos in New York City voted Republican for the first time. So I'm an Uber driver in New York City, right? And today I picked up this Mexican guy. He was the first passenger, right? And he was telling me, oh, so what do you think about the election and whatever, And I was like, Trump, let's see what he's going to do, man. Hopefully he does good things or whatever, And then he just went off, man. Like, I guess he was trying to fill me out because we're in New York City, what I'm saying? He's enemy territory for the Republicans, right? So he started going off, right? Following person was from South America. I couldn't really pick up on their accent, man. And they started the conversation the same, The other person was Mexican, and it was this Dominican lady. The Dominican lady, man, she went off there. She was talking about George Soros and everything, and I was like, what? But whatever. The point is that they all gave the exact same reason for why they all voted Republican for the first time, man. And y'all want to know what it was? The Venezuelans. They were so mad about the Venezuelans. They were like, yo, listen. It's not because the Venezuelans, right? It just happened to be it was them, man. They came over here and they was giving them everything. They were fed up. They were so fucking upset, man. They were so upset about the Venezuelans, man. The Venezuelans turned them Republicans. They're like, nah, man, we're not messing with the Democrats no more. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. So if that was 4 people today, man, I can only imagine how many other people, man, voted red for the first time as a result of the frustrations that the government the local government, man, and the federal government put on them with all the migrants that they brought into this country, man. But that's crazy. I've been said the Democrats are going to lose this election because of the Venezuelan situation.
Why you never told me we are black? And he called my hand and told me, sweetie, we are not black, we are morenos.
Oh, right.
Of course, he was aware that he was a black man, but he rejected that identity. And I think this happens in most families, that you hide the black grandma in the closet.
Black grandma in the closet?
Yeah.
In America, traditionally, if you had one drop of black blood, you were black. If the one drop rule were applied in Mexico, all of these people would be black.
Hey guys, quick observation. I think I found a little piece of the puzzle when it comes to trying to figure out why the Latinos voted against their own interests. Latinos, Hispanics, all of them. I've been hearing these reports come in that the Latino Hispanic community actually believed that African Americans, us, were immigrants. And that all of this immigrant mass deportation of the immigrants, they were thinking, since we were the immigrants, that we would be the ones deported. Now, my first question is, how the hell did y'all come up with that African Americans are immigrants? We're not immigrants. We didn't come here on our own. We didn't cross any border on our own. We didn't do that. Excuse me. We were stolen. We were bought here. We were brought here. We are not immigrants. Because we were brought here and then our ancestors procreated, we are citizens. We've been in this country long enough that we are citizens. The immigrant status does not apply to us. And because you guys were so uneducated, and I don't know who you were listening to, but you believe anything when it comes to black people. Your anti-blackness egged you on to believe this foolery, that we're immigrants. Not once has African American been described as immigrants. Who told y'all that? And why the hell are you stupid enough to take that word? All you had to do was Google. Bam, right there, that's your answer. But it's been reported a lot of them really and truly honestly felt that way. And they thought we were the immigrants they were talking about. And because they have no love lost for us, they were cool with that. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's why that 68 or 78% of Latinos in Florida, that's why over 50% of the entire community voted for Trump. Because they thought they were giving us the boot. We've been here a hell of a lot longer than they are, and they come here with the arrogance to think that they can put us out. I have no empathy, sympathy, compassion, consideration, zilch, nada. It is now being proven, and even your own people are coming out snitching on y'all how y'all truly feel about the African American race. So now I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Please go ahead and free yourself. Quit running around here acting like y'all some kind of way cool with us, or thinking we should band together now that y'all ass is in the sling. No. Keep that same energy. What you thought you were putting on us, you were actually putting on yourself. So I'm gonna need you to keep that energy. We don't need anything else from you. We've got what we need. We know how you feel. We've heard your people testify how you were raised, how you were groomed to hate black people, to feel you were better than black people. And we do not forget the fact that you want to be so close to the white people. And you thought voting Republican would make them accept you, make y'all seem white. And it did. Because it don't matter what your skin looks like, what you have not learned about the Caucasian race is that 1% of African American blood in you makes you African American. And that was the term they were using when they came up with that. Just so that you know. So it doesn't matter how you look, because there's a bunch of us out there can pass just like you can. But the minute your heritage, the minute your DNA is discovered, baby, you back on the heat. So y'all learn the lesson the hard way. And for the record, no sweetie, African Americans are not immigrants. Never have been, never will be. So that deportation stuff, that don't apply to us. See, we were the people here that helped you get here. Because without Amendment 14, you wouldn't be here. But you know, y'all always love. You always love to kill the goose with the golden egg, so to speak. When you just did that. We were your best allies. We were the closest thing you would ever find to a real friend in this country.
But y'all sold yourselves out trying to sell us out. So, happy selling. Alright? And happy Friday. And before I get out of here, I got one last question. Since y'all know we are not immigrants, is it great Indian yet?
So yeah, a lot of people are talking crap online. A lot of Hispanics, Latinos, Africans, Caribbeans, talking about Black Americans are next. Here's the thing. We can't be deported. We've been in this country long enough, and you should know, if you read your history or did your research, we're citizens of this country. We built this country. We can't be deported. A lot of people crying because their people are being deported, but they've had ample time to get their stuff together. Instead, they chose to be here illegally. And for that, a law was broken. Simple. Therefore, the bill has come due. Somebody has to pay. That's that thing again. Bought experience. If you don't listen when someone tells you the first time, most likely you're gonna have to pay with experience. And sometimes the cost is pretty hefty. Just ask the woman who made that song. I will vote for Donald Trump. But anyways, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Until next time, peace.